So join us today as we take you through a tour through P&O's Arvia. It's the largest cruise ship made for the UK market and holds an impressive 5,200 people. So we're going to start on deck 6. We've got the Oasis Spa and Health Club, so if you're looking to pamper yourself while you're on holiday, get yourself booked in. Coming along now, we've got the lower level of the Headliners Theatre. This is where you have all your evening shows. Lovely big theatre, comfy seats, and great to come out for the evening. A little further on down, you've got your art gallery. So then this brings us along to the Limelight Club. During the morning and afternoons there's various activity, including some fitness classes, but in the evening it turns into a club. You do have to pay to get into it, and you get a 3-course meal and a singer. We had Joe McElderry on our cruise, so yeah, you will need to pay to go in there in the evening. We're going to follow round for more artwork, and this is going to come out into one of my favourite places, which is the Grand Atrium. Now there's lots of seating here. You can sit and watch the world go by. There's the Vistas Cafe Bar. This serves all Costa coffees, so you can grab yourself a nice coffee and sit and relax. So we're still on deck 6 at the moment, and you can see up through 7 and 8. Entertainment in the evening in here includes the aerial acrobatic show. Now there are many lounges in this area as well, so if coffee's not your thing, you can grab yourself a drink and relax. This is the Amber Lounge. There's various entertainment goes on as well. They have singers, and also you can take some flamenco lessons. Coming on into the corner, you have the 710 Club. So heading out of the 710 Club, we've got the first of quite a few shops, and this is a Swarovski shop where you can get yourself necklaces, rings, all sorts. Then we're going to come down to a bar called Anderson's. Now during the evening it's split off in 2 parts. One's adults only and one is family. So this is the family section here for the evening. They also make their own gin if that's your tipple. So as we head off to the other side of the bar, there's some cupboards along here, and they have books, games and puzzles that you can borrow. And then evenings, this side of the bar is adults only. Now we're going to head off to the cinema. There's a 3-screen cinema with films playing all day, and also relaxed screening as well. There's no charge, first come, first served, and you can see outside on the keypad which seats have been taken, so you know whether it's full up or not. So coming down the corridor, we've got the 6th Street Diner. Now this is included in your cruise package. Very popular. And it's your 50s style classic diner. So coming along, we've got the Olive Grove restaurant. This one is included in your cruise price. It is a good idea to book for these, but don't worry, if you are too late to book, you can just go along, put your name down, and you will be given a buzzer when your table is ready. Here we have Meridian, which is also one of the main dining rooms, again included in your cruise, right on the back of the ship, and some fabulous views, especially when the sun's setting. There's an escape room on board called Mission Control. There is a charge to do this, and it has an underwater theme. So heading up to deck 7, we're going forward to aft. We took a look at the lower level of the Headliners Theatre. There's an upper level as well. We watched Take That musical. Then coming through, you've got your casino. And you've got Brody's. This is a bit like an English pub. There's various games in here to play as well, including some darts and a pool table. So as we head out of Brody's, we've got the Glass House Bar and Lounge. We're starting to come now back into the Grand Atrium, but on deck 7. And you've got the cellar door as well. So now we're walking down to the shops. There's everything from fashion, handbags, watches, toys, souvenirs. Lots of things to spend your holiday money on. So heading on through, we're going to come out to the photo gallery. Now, if you've had any photos taken by the ship's photographers, you can go down and have a look at them and also purchase any that you want to buy. You've got your shore experiences desk where you can find out more information and book your experiences. You've also got a future cruise desk. Heading on through, this comes out to the ship's reception. So if you have any problems or want to know anything, you can either call from any phone dotted around the ship or your cabin, or pop on down. Now we have the second main dining room here. It's called Zenith. It's right on top of the Meridian restaurant, so again on the back of the ship, and is included in your cruise price. So heading on up to deck 8, we're going to start midship because at the front there are cabins, and here we are finding ourselves at the top of the Grand Atrium, looking down onto decks 7 and 6. You've got your Keel and Cow, which is a speciality restaurant, so there is a charge if you wish to eat here. And again, magnificent high windows to look out and watch the world go by. Now, if you fancy a sweet treat, there is an onboard sweet shop with pick and mix, crisps, chocolates and lots of other treats. Going along there's Ripple's Gelato, where you can get sundaes, ice creams and other sweet treats. So as we leave Ripples and heading on down deck 8, we come to another speciality restaurant, this time Indian cuisine, called Sindhu Bar and Restaurant. And then we head off into the quays. Now this is also included in your price of your cruise. They do 3 types of food. It's available all day. You've got hook, line and vinegar for your fish, chips and mushy peas. You've got the fusion Asian kitchen, and there's normally 3 choices of food that you can choose, and a roast dinner in a giant Yorkshire pudding. There's also a section where you can help yourself to teas, coffees and also sweets. There's also another specialty restaurant called Green & Co. And then we head off into the clubhouse. Now quite a lot goes on in the clubhouse. We went to some very interesting talks. There's entertainment for the children, but later on in the evening it does revert into an adult only venue. Now we're heading off outside to the Sunset Bar right on the back of the ship. There's lots of seating, some hot tubs, and the best sunsets are always at sea, so a fabulous place to watch the sun go down. If you're on a holiday where it's nice and warm in the evenings, it's a super place to sit out and relax. So let's, still on deck 8, take a stroll around the promenade deck. Now there's lots of seating that you can sit and relax, whether it's sunbathing or sitting at a table playing games.
So now we're going to head up to deck 16. Now from 9 to 15, that's where the majority of the cabins are located. So we've got the infinity pool. There's also a swim up bar. And now we come to the back entrance of the Horizon Buffet restaurant. There's seating outside and inside. You've got your tea and coffee station. You can get orange juices in the morning. So opposite the Horizon Buffet, you also have the Beach House restaurant. So now we're heading out to the Sky Dome on the lower deck. You've got Taste 360, which is all your deck food, burgers, pizzas and hot dogs. This is included in your cruise price, so just help yourself. And you've got more sundaes, but obviously this does cost extra. You've got some bars, you've got the Crystal Bar. And also the Laguna Bar. So heading on up to deck 17, we're coming up to another speciality restaurant, the Epicurean. Being a speciality restaurant, there is an extra charge to eat in this restaurant. And heading on down to what was our favourite bar on board Arvia, and that's the Crow's Nest. During the day you get people up here reading, generally quite a quiet area. There's entertainment in the evening, and it affords the best views because it's right at the front of the ship and the sunsets are absolutely stunning. There's also like a function suite on board. You can get married, you can renew your vows. Now we're coming into the Sky Dome. Now the most fabulous bit about this over the swimming pool is a dome that retracts, so if it's a really hot day, it's back. And as you can see today, not quite so hot. So the dome is closed, making it a comfortable place to sit. And here we have it with it open. Now one of the fantastic bits of this is when it's closed, it makes a fabulous evening party venue as well. There's bands playing, entertainment, big fun party night, and obviously you've got all the bars there as well. Now we're off to the sun deck for you to catch some rays, and as you look down onto deck 16 you can see one of the two infinity pools. There's deck games such as shuffleboard to play. So if you fancy a game of table tennis or ping pong, there are a couple of tables there ready for you. Again, lots of seating for you to sit and watch the world go by. If you're travelling as part of a family, there are various kids clubs to go to depending on the age of your children. So deck 18, forward to aft. You've got the beachcomber area, pool and bar, and this is for adults only. So a chance to relax, unwind and put your feet up. Now we come along to the retreat. This again is adults only, but it is a paid for experience. So if you want to get away from the hubbub and relax a little bit more in comfort, you can book to come in here, but be warned, it does get booked out very quickly. If you fancy having a walk or a jog around the cruise ship, you've got your jogging track. Realised I was being filmed, so off on a little jog. Not so good after about 7 meals a day. You can play some chess. And this is a nice little area to hang out in as well. There are two types of whirlpools. They're the standard ones, like this, round ones. And then you have your infinity whirlpool hot tubs as well. There's a small splash park if you have smaller children. So if you're missing playing golf and you want to get some practice swings in, there are some golf nets for you to try, and these are free, no extra payment needed. Heading off to another outside bar, you've got the Panorama Bar, and this overlooks the second infinity pool. Now we're coming on to deck 19, and we're going to start at the back of the ship. There's a mini golf course. This is free, included in your price, so you can just pop up and play whenever you want to. Now if you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie, there's the skywalk, some high ropes. Looks great fun, not sure you'd get me up there, but there is a charge for doing the skywalk. It's not included in the price. There is a very small sports arena. Practice your football, your netball, your basketball. So carrying on with deck 19, you've got some more of a sun deck. Now normally there'd be chairs all out, but they just packed some of these away. So again, lots of seating with some fabulous views as well. So we started this tour on deck 6, as there's so much going on, but we're going to bob down to deck 5. You've got the health club and gym. Lots of sports equipment for you to go onto, and it is all free to use. There's bikes, running machines, all sorts, weights as well. There is a studio in there where they do such classes like yoga, but you do have to pay a charge for those classes. There are various other health and fitness services, some of which you pay for, but you can check that out at the gym. Now here we're coming down to one of the launderettes. Now in here you've got your washing machines, your tumble dryers and your irons as well. It's all free to use, you just have to provide your own washing powder. So let's find some ways for you to find your way around the ship. Scattered about throughout the ship are these electronic screens. You can just press where you want to go and it will show you which floor and the best way to get there. Now, a couple of things you may not know: on the stairwells there are some artwork. If the artwork is green, you are at the front of the ship. If the artwork is silver, you are midship. And if the artwork is red, you're right at the back of the ship. Also in the corridors, if the picture's the sun setting, you're at the back of the ship, and if the sun is rising, you're at the front of the ship. So thank you for your company as we tour round P&O Arvia, and we hope that you enjoy your next cruise.